Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is I, the legend himself, Real Diversity. No, I'm just playing, but what's going on? We're back with another video. We're gonna be playing with a Meowscarada deck. I'm pretty sure I said that right. Meowscarada, maybe is how you say it. Meowska. If I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry. I struggle with a lot of these new Pokemon names, and Meowscarada is definitely no exception. I used to watch the anime quite a bit when I was younger, and and they would, they would just say the names out loud. So you kind of really got a good, you got a good pronunciation of them. Most of the new ones, I haven't seen none of the animes. So not that great with the new ones, pronunciations. Okay, so this is where we're at. We're at a dilemma here, and I just wanted to show this before I started recording. So just made this deck straight from Pokézone. I'm gonna point out the difference here. So they recommend Team Rocket Grunt, and I picked Cyrus, and then I looked at it and I'm like, which one's better? And this is a stage 2 deck. Like this, I mean, both of these are stage 2 Pokemon, which very rarely works. So the biggest thing we hear that I think is important is potentially delaying. If we're able to Team Rocket Grunt, and get some good flips like second, third turn, we can potentially disrupt our opponent. That's really good. Now, is this for active mon only, right? Or is this active, or is this active? So that that does hurt a little bit, but at the same time, I think it'll save us in the long run, but instead of Cyrus. But at the same time, we will see. Here's how I decide with cards like this. If we see, especially since it's just one copy, if we see Team Rocket Grunt in our hand more often than not, we're gonna go with Team Rocket Grunt. If we see it in our hand more often than not, and we don't need it, and we'd rather have had Cyrus, every time I see it and I say, man, I wish I have Cyrus, and I see this Grunt in my hand, I'ma know that I need to take him out. So every time it's just like, what can I do here? If only I had Cyrus. If I have to tell myself that more than like 10 times, I'm going to definitely take it out. I think now, though, it may be good. Again, it's one of those, like, pretty much can do absolutely nothing cards, and that's I hate those type of cards. I never was a big fan of Misty decks, so very rarely use Misty. And yeah, obviously Misty doesn't know how to get hit when I'm using her. So for Kakuna, also, we're using the early version Kakuna. This one does 30 damage. There was another Kakuna that the Pokemon Zone website, their deck list, which I think they got from another player. So not like they're making their own decks on Pokemon, but other players are either inputting their decks or they're getting top decks from other players. 1 and 2, I don't know exactly which one it is. But for Kakuna, we are running the one that does 30 for Bug Buzz. The other one does like 20 plus a chance of paralyzation with a coin flip. I'd rather take the 30 just because if we do run to like some Dark Rod decks, we can potentially really put them in a bad position. One good thing about this deck, very low energy, very low energy requirement. Honestly, even maybe Arceus could be thrown in here, like the more I think about it, or something that just could, like, I would even say maybe even a Celebi. I wouldn't mind a Celebi, just something I can throw energy at. You know what? Yeah, if I run to that problem, we'll put Celebi in here like literally in 2 games if we run into that issue. Cause I hate it. I hate when I can't let's see which I guess we'll use the Pikachu one. Does that even fit? Which one should we use, guys? Oh, here it is. Oh, wrong one. Which one is it? Which one do I? Oh, did I accidentally put an extra card in here? Yep, I think I put Lieutenant Surge. Please go away. I love now that they added that feature where you don't, just by clicking on it, you don't accidentally remove or change anything, which I used to do all the time. I really like to call this a Beedrill deck because I think Beedrill, I like Beedrill a little bit more as a Pokemon, but again, I'm biased to an older player. I guess, do we just go with the Cynthia one? Oh wait, who's my card art? I guess we'll go with Blue since I think Blue's my trainer card or pitcher. So yeah. All right, so let's give it a shot again. I usually run these decks straight up just to see, hey, how does this work? And then I'm like, okay, this sucks. Then I'm gonna switch. How much longer is this season, by the way? Does it say anywhere? I don't know. I haven't been putting a lot too much time on here. I think the season's like a month or something, so I'm just like, we'll get there. But definitely near closer to the time, especially, and I also like the wait too. There's a lot of people that grind, and those grinders are already master ranked, so that's really nice that I don't have to see those guys climbing the ladder. But anyways, we're using meta decks anyway, so which is what you want to do if you're gonna play ranked. Use meta. I definitely, when we're not playing rank, I never use meta, but as of recent, I've been using quite a bit of meta. Okay, so again, bad turn. He can actually beat us down pretty hard here just with simply, and he gets to attack first, so that's fun. So what's good? Well, we do get Erica too here. It sucks that we're gonna have to potentially the one good thing is we get to attack on curve here. But the bad thing is, does that matter too much? Ah, interesting. If he doesn't go for the, if he, okay, I was gonna say I figured he may go on the offensive here. Yeah, I figured as much. I was gonna say one thing though, if he doesn't, we have no choice but to heal up here. If he leaves Chimchar in, next turn we knock him. So takes Chimchar out, pit Moltres in. I'm okay with that. Monferno. So here's a slippery slope here. 50. Okay, we do get Kakuna. If he does have Infernape, we lose. If he doesn't have Infernape, he has to retreat. And again, this is one of those times I wish I had Cyrus. I'm not even going to Erica here, which we do have Erica. And this was a wonderful hand. If he does have Infernape, then GG. Okay, looks like he doesn't. Giant Capes T. Giant Capes to Monferno? Oh, he does go. Okay, then what was the whole... I was like waiting to see what all that was. Okay. I was like, okay, are you gonna... Okay. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. We had a really good opening hand, and so it was unfortunate. Very rare to see that deck. I used to play that quite a bit myself, but definitely not good in the current meta against, except for Dialga. But a lot of times Dialga decks they're not. Well, actually, with red now, 140. Well, that's like 160 on in any EX. Plus, like, even if Dialga has a giant cape, you also are super effective. Huh. I don't know. Is that deck on the rise? I'm curious on that. If that deck's on the rise, that's pretty interesting. Again, one of those, we only have 3 basics, so we pretty much almost always are going to have a decent, like, what we want. Here, if I can see Weedle here, that would, okay. It was like a 50-50 there on getting Weedle. Another Pokeball would be great here. Actually, I don't know why we're running. Okay, there's our Weedle. Perfect. Perfect. And we have a really strong hand. I might attack with Sprigatito. I might attack with Sprigatito next turn instead of evolving. But let me see what I get. Cause I want to go ahead and pull B. I want to go ahead and pull something useful. Ooh. You know what's interesting? He may already have. He may have. This is definitely like an Aerodactyl deck. He may have Aerodactyl. Okay, there's Masquerada. Just fine. If he does sub here. Yeah, there's Aerodactyl. I was expecting to see you. No surprise. At all. You know what I don't like though is 80. Yeah, I'm not even gonna save Kakuna here. You know what we could have did though to put pressure on is we could have attacked and put a giant cape on. But I'm not even going to I'm gonna just sacrifice here. What would suck though is if he's running an if he runs Sabrina here, which I don't think he would. And again, I could have prevented this, but it's no point here. And he, you know, we just win next turn. I don't think unless he evolves even to Machoke, that wouldn't hurt. That was not gonna help. Oh shoot. I've completely, why didn't we have this other spring? I completely forgot about that. Jeez, dude. I completely forgot about that. That is a little, that's more annoying than I realized. Yeah, I'm gonna save Team Rocket Grunt. And how much do we do? 70. I'm gonna save Team Rocket Grunt. And you're weak to us, right? Oh no, weak to lightning. So do we have to use red or not? Yeah, I was gonna say Marowak's kind of interesting here. If Marowak can hit us, oh, we got a giant cape too though. That's fine. Yeah, Marowak can't even. Oh, yes he can. Yes he can. Yes he can. If Marowak is double hits on us, he does kill us. And we do have to use red here, right? I believe. I completely forgot about that. Honestly, was there any way to avoid, like, if we did we waste a turn? We had to retreat. Yeah, it wasn't really anything else I don't think we could have done except for because we had to retreat twice. So yeah, we just actually, yeah, we wasted a bunch of energy having to retreat twice. I figured he was gonna have Aerodactyl, and I should have went ahead and evolved. I think I misplayed that one, honestly. First hits. Does he get both? Okay, that's game. That's the game. One third. This doesn't calculate the weakness, I think, right? And if he did have a giant cape, red still would have won us the game there. Yeah, lucky. Not our best game. I can't think of much better we could have did there, except for maybe maybe saving our cook like it was nothing else we could have did, honestly, the more I think on it. But I gotta rewatch that. I can't. I really am. I like currently. I just can't think of nothing better we could have did except for just predict. I figured he had Aerodactyl. I don't know if I played into it, but it was really us having a sub out. Now we wasted a little bit of energy there. The only thing I can say that would have maybe been a better play if we already had our other Sprigatito out, and we had you know, if we evolved Giant Caped, you know what else we could have did there? It was, oh, I see the misplay now. It was gonna take us 2 turns anyway. We could have just evolved. No, but we didn't. We never had him down. We never had the second Sprigatito down yet. Never mind. I said we could have just left him on the bench and evolved that one because we already had both of our stage ones. I forget the name of the stage one. Okay, not a bad. Are we going second here? If we're going second, great. If not, okay, perfect. Because I need to attack first turn for sure. I need to go cry for help for sure. And we're guaranteed. Don't give me Weedle. Okay, perfect. Guaranteed to be Weedle here. Guaranteed to be Weedle. And god dang, this hand couldn't get any better, honestly. Except for maybe anyone but Beedrill. But other than that, like, this hand couldn't have gotten any better. And we'll cry for help here, and then we can Poke Communication next turn if we don't get what we need. Okay, and we get what we need. Perfect. And Riolu is not grass, weak to grass. So bummer. What's Lucario hit for 60, right? 20 here. Yeah, unless he's running like a Giovanni, which no one does anymore with red. And I remember people like were reviewing red like, oh, is this like they didn't think it was gonna replace such and such, but no, red definitely was gonna replace Giovanni real quick because Giovanni, I mean, is solid. And you know what here? I'm thinking about doing another cry for help here, actually. You know what? I think that's the smarter play here. And actually, I probably should have put energy on Kakuna. If we could get Beedrill here. Okay, it worked. It worked out, I guess. It was, yeah, double chance we would get this over. Yeah, I figured as much. I figured as much. That's fine. Actually, that's not fine. But we'll it actually is fine. It's very fine. We'll Team Rocket here and pray we get the right thing. We would have did 40 and then 40 again this turn if we didn't do call for help. Okay, double hits. Yep. That's probably the last time I'm gonna ever get that. I hope you guys hope you enjoyed that, because we're never gonna see that again. Look, next time we're gonna get Arceus matchup next time, and he can't even retreat here unless he uses. Again, let me see. Is this gonna be one of them turns I tell myself that I should have been running Cyrus? Okay, no. And a Pokeball again. I almost don't know why we're running 2 Pokeballs. It almost seems kind of dumb. It actually kind of seems dumb to run 2 Pokeballs. I may run another community. I don't know what else we could run, but 2 Pokeballs just seems really dumb in this deck. Unless we add in Celebi. Like, the more I'm playing, like, the more it's like Celebi would just be a really clutch second. Like, just really nice. It would just be like just to sit around. He must just have his other Lucario, because he should have just let that Lucario went down and started powering up his other Riolu. So I don't know. That was a big waste of energy, but. And again here, Will Erica here for no better reason. You know, I would actually love love to pull Beedrill and switch into that, and then he just has no options with Lucario. If he does Lucario us, even with 60 plus, even with Giovanni, he doesn't knock us. So let me see. I'm being greedy here. Yeah, of course. My greed was not rewarded, but I definitely should have, I definitely wanted Beedrill. I think Beedrill would have sealed this. Oh, wait, what? Oh, we do 60. That's right. Never mind. I took no risk at all, actually. In that. I was thinking we was gonna only hit for 40. I was still stuck on the stage 1. Whoops. Very okay. Great ball league. So nice. Yeah, I'm liking the Masquerada deck. It's not too bad, actually. I'm liking this one. The more I look at it, like I say, the more I want to like put Celebi in there. Okay, let's reevaluate the deck. I really think, okay, we'll do this first. I think we really need double communication. It just doesn't make sense to run two basic balls, because it feels like it's super rare to get that. Like, to not already start with twos. Two seems very common to get. And it just seems more useful to be able to like go for our stage 2s, because considering we're running two stage 2s, I just feel much better with this, especially considering we only have 3 basic mons, and I just feel like we're gonna start out with almost 2. It's very rare like you only get 1 basic in your hand, but I mean, not surprising, but it's not super uncommon. Okay, going second here. Again, really nice. If we do get that 1 Pokeball or just anything useful next turn, I'll be really happy. Okay, this is one of the matchups we want. We go second too, so we already get everything we need here. If we can just evolve on curve here, we pretty much can't lose. If he leaves, he can't leave here either, so yeah. It's not like we're gonna attack him either though. Not like we can do anything better here, so we'll cry for help first before we try to do anything else. Okay, perfect. All right, we're swinging perfectly on turn, so okay, no, he's staying in. That's an interesting move. So here's one of those times I'm telling myself I potentially wish we ran Leaf. I mean, not Leaf, Cyrus, because I feel like a Leaf's coming. Okay, perfect. And we get the oh no, not the other. It's fine. I more so wanted us to go ahead and get Weedle, but it's fine. This actually isn't too bad. But we'll communications this Masquerada here. So our hand's getting too big anyway. Okay, there's our Weedle, perfectly fine with me. No issues with that. Okay. If he doesn't sub out here, this is a knockout. So let's see what he does here. Darkrai is a threat. Okay, that doesn't matter at all. If you stay in, you're done. I'm expecting a Leaf here, but I could be wrong. Oh, he could sub out the natural way, but he may be saving this for Darkrai. He XPs. Okay. This is where again I'm kind of like uh mm, but he can snipe us from the bench. He can snipe us from the bench. We do need. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put in Kakuna. I'm gonna go.
What would you like to do?
I'm gonna go ahead and use Erica here. The reason is I don't want to take the risk of getting hit with a any let me shoot. Ah, of course. Oh, perfect. Perfect. So he can't retreat here. We get a knockout. I think that's game. Ooh, wait, are we super effective to you? No. Well, he can't knock us out either, can he? We need Erica too, actually.
You
can take it off. You can take it. He already used a potion. He used one potion. I think it would be a draw here. And if we get red, it's a win. If not, it's a draw. Unless he has another potion. Or that. Even, yeah, but he still doesn't get the knockout here. Giovanni would have gave him the knockout, but he would have knocked himself out. Oh, I forgot about Dark. That's why if we even just got one of those hits, even just one of those would have got us this win, I think. I didn't even think about Dark right again. And that's the deck we're supposed to counter. But no way of countering Drotagon there, so. Yeah, just one card short of winning, and then he also had the one card he needed to keep us from drawing, so just unlucky. Again, I think Cyrus, one of those times, that was actually probably the game that makes me want to think I need to get Cyrus instead. Yeah, I would have secured the win, at least because we could have grabbed Darkrai. Uh, if we do nothing, Lucario comes out. If we Erica here, we in Giant Cape, we survive. But I think it'd be more promising to save that for save it for Beedrill. I think Beedrill's gonna be the hero of this match. If no Lucario, then that pretty much gives us quite a bit of leeway, actually. Mm. Actually, I think I'll save Sprigatito. I don't think I want to waste it. I wasn't expecting it, but I don't want to waste the a point here if I can help it. If no Ino comes out, we're good. And even I think if he evolves, I think he still loses I think what's it? Lucar's at 100, right? Okay, yeah, that's game then. A lot of sustain on Erica too. Yeah, we would have been good even if he had a better hand here, I think.